Hey guys, welcome to another episode of All Bass Creations, Effects, Tutorials, Demos, and Review. I am the Bass Negus. Hope you're having a wonderful day. So, today I'm just kind of programming my board here, getting it ready for different things. And my board, at this point, I guess, not even typically, but my board at this point is more so adds to any setup I decide to do, whether I decide to play keys or key bass or play my actual bass with any of these pedals. So my goal today is to I got a list of patches in each one, some of which you're listening to now. So I got it set up where I could pretty much do gigs with keys and pads. So the pad you're hearing is the Enzo X, and the reverb and stuff you're hearing is the Mercury X. The EP you're hearing is from the Yamaha motif I'm playing right now. So somebody let me know if y'all got the video clear and good, all that good stuff. Hit that like button too. But the cool thing about having this type of setup, let me switch over to the Pedalboard view. See a little bit better. So, you're hearing the EP in stereo as well as you're hearing the effects. And all these same effects and stuff, this is literally my Enzo X pack, part of my Enzo X pack. All I did was use Midi for the keyboard. So same thing with the Future Impact. I'm going to do some stuff with that as well. Pretty much all the Midi pedals here I'm going to do something with, and there's 5 of them. The Future Impact V4 VIP, the Hog 2, Enzo X, the HX1, and the Mercury X, right? So let's start with just the Mercury X stuff, right? So this is the patch by itself on the Enzo X. I'm going to use the Enzo X to just go through a few of the presets I started making for my bass stuff, right? So first things you got to know, I have everything hooked up with the MIDI cables and stuff already ran. Pretty much if I'm not taking my MIDI controller, I just take one MIDI cable out the back of the Mercury X and I'd send that to, I pretty much just don't use the MIDI, in that particular case. But, if I want to use it for switching patches or actually playing the Enzo X or the Future Impact, super convenient to have all the MIDI already ran, right? So the way I have it set up is the Hog 2 is on channel 1, Future Impact's on channel 2, Enzo X on channel 3, HX1 is on channel 4, Mercury X channel 5. And I'm talking about MIDI channel. And the reason that's important is because you got to route it, right? So this MIDI captain is running into a H2 MIDI Pro, which is down on the floor. Eventually I'm going to mount that underneath the board and just keep it there. But what that allows me to do is distribute MIDI throughout my board. I can make certain things talk to certain things and not others, you know what I'm saying? So that's super useful. But we have the MIDI captain here, which allows us to have up to 12 parameters change with just a press of one foot switch, right? So we're not going to go that far just yet. We're just going to kind of get it set up for each individual pedal. So my plan is to have each page correspond to have one page of each pedal. And then I'll have the rest of the pages, because there's 16 pages on the MIDI captain. I'll have the rest of the pages to just do whatever I want to do with them. You know what I'm saying? Like preset-wise. So make sure we up good here. Definitely appreciate y'all hanging out with me as usual. I don't know what's been going on. So that's one patch. Slightly bigger one. And this one has a lot more movement in the reverb, as you can hear in that tail there. All right, let's start programming stuff. So let me make sure everything good here. All right, cool. We in there. What's going on, folks? Appreciate y'all chiming in. Feel free to chat. Feel free to ask questions while I'm setting this stuff up and just getting it up and running. So I got, about 7 patches I want to program here for the Mercury X. So I'm gonna start with the Mercury X. So pretty much what I'm gonna do is, I went past it. Okay. There we go. Channel 5, page 5. All right. So we'll come over here, change this to channel 5. And this right now, this page, for some reason I had it set up. What's going on, folks? That's awesome. Oh, nah, this ain't no, this is an Enzo X. That's all it is without it. Let me turn that up. Come on, bam. So now we got this channel 5 PC message. PC message is just program change, because right now I'm not actually programming it for the controls. I'm programming it for the different patches, presets I already have. What's going on, folks? Over in Alaska, what's going on? Appreciate you chiming in, hanging out with me. I promise, the Enzo X and the Mercury X together are just some fantastic pedals. But that sound quality is crazy. So first one we're gonna put in is that one. That's number 76. So we just come here, put it on 76. Click it again. Well, I also like to program my stuff for on and off as well. So as a secondary function, I'm gonna put a CC command, and I just need to see my phone real quick. Hit that hype button for me, folks, and that like button, and subscribe if you haven't already. The cool thing about the Mercury, you can run anything through it. Ugh, that's just dirty, nasty. Come on now. So, like I always tell you guys, a lot of times I use the manuals a lot. Like the manual is the way to really learn how to get the most out of your gear, right? So I constantly keep a manual close by, and it usually helps me out a lot. So let's see, let's get a bypass in here. CC message 14. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna write this on this page because it's the same for all the Meris pedals for the most part. So CC message 14 is bypass on Meris. Also CC number 118 is the expression pedals for when I'm gonna do that as well. And this is all while I still can just turn up the keyboard. So 14, and we'll set it to toggle as well. 14. And all right, so then hit the foot switch again. Should be programmed. So even if I'm there, it should change it to 76, and I should be able to turn it on and off. So if you can see here, it's blinking. Turn it on and off. And if I, like I said, if I was on a different patch, I can now change it without ever touching the pedal, which, you know, live is amazing. I mean, it is such a great feeling when you can just use the pedals and not have to really touch them too much. Because sometimes trying to get to these, well, I got, you know, I have like wider feet, you know, not really. I wear a size 12, but, you know, anything over a size, my size or bigger, it gets, these little things get hard to get to. This is a lot simpler, you know, if I'm doing things like I have the pedal board up like this. I can have the MIDI controller on the floor and just controlling everything remotely, you know, if I don't need to actually touch the board, but, you know, or touch the board a lot less. You know, right now, the way I'm setting it up, I'm only really going to have to touch the ToneX, the Mel 9, which is this one, and the bass synth pedal. So this is pretty much a rinse and repeat process. Let's see what else we got here. Let's go to a polyphonic pad or something. Yeah, let's do that without the reverb in there from the Enzo X. All right. So the weird part is it's going to keep changing the Enzo X until I change all of these. So I'm just going to go ahead and program these real quick. Let me see what I got on the old loop in the meantime. Though my thing blanked out on me. Sometimes these MIDI cabinets be giving me trouble, man. programmed up. See? And I also have these programmed with the expression pedal in mind for the Mercury X as well. Let's flip through some of these patches. So this is my general preamp. I call this Negus preamp on here because this is actually the patch that took the Source Audio Atlas compressor off of my board, right? One thing you don't know about the Mercury X, or is not explained a lot of times, is how good it is as the last pedal in your effects chain. So, let me see. So, this is that sound without it. Right? Nice sound without it. I'm just going to add the preamp, right? And this is a compressor link, right? A compressor link, an op amp, preamp with the parametric filter, which is pretty much a one-band EQ. I use it as a high-pass filter for when I play bass. So I have it set to 40 hertz. It just brings your sound forward nice and warm. Even if I was going to use a bass patch on here. Something like that, and we will just adjust the release on that. Turn on the preamp. You know, so you could definitely get some nice. Is that number 4? So it can give you some nice stuff to work with there. Yeah, you can instantly hear where it kicks on, you know what I'm saying? And it just sounds really good, and it sounds like that all the time. Let me check something real quick. Okay. All right, cool. So, you know, now I don't even have to touch it. I can turn that on, I can turn it off. Next patch. So, switch back to pad sound. We'll go with this. Yeah. Gotta change that one. I'm in 94. Bam. That was supposed to be 94. It did exactly what I hate when it does. Sometimes when you're programming the thing, it just decides it's gonna mess up. That's why I don't recommend this joint, to be honest. I'm definitely switching over from this. Cause now every time I go to press that switch, until I go, what did I do last time? I think I just replaced the file. But this is really annoying. This is something annoying that you have to do sometimes with these MIDI captains. Like, you really have to go in and reset the joint. Like, that's crazy. Because what'll happen is, all my other this is irritating. This is parts of stuff I don't like doing, but this is why I'm gonna get a more reliable MIDI control that I can program. I do not recommend just going always grabbing the MIDI cabinet. They need a firmware update where it don't keep clonking out like that. That's irritating. Now I gotta see which one it is. It won't do it on every one. See, it'll stay there until I go back to the one it messed up on. Then that error message will come up there. So I now gotta go in and replace that. What's going on, folks? Appreciate you hanging out. So now we'll have to restart this. Hold 1, power it up. Gotta go to geek mode on the computer. It's something you gotta do from the computer. Let me see where my backup is of this. It's crazy. You gotta keep a backup set of files for this joint, because when it does that, you gotta be able to go in and grab the files. Geek mode setup, page 5. Trying to remember how the layout is. Where's my phone? Got it right here. That is so annoying. You try and set something up and this joint just clunk out in key 1. So now I gotta take, let me see where we at. Geek mode, page number 5. Take, what's this? G key dat 1. Gotta copy that. Matter of fact, let me see. Open this. Page 5. And we're just gonna paste this here. I want you to replace it because it's messing up. All right, now that that's done, that should fix the problem. So now we'll eject the MIDI captain from the computer. Oh, that's so annoying. This is so annoying. Take it out of here. Bam. Hook it back to the MIDI setup. And we on the floor. And hopefully we won't have this problem again. Voila. So now I gotta just reprogram that slot. I know that's really annoying, but at least there's a way I know how to do it when it does that. Because that's my main concern with things. Is this frozen? Hold on. All right, y'all good. Hit that like button for me too. All right, so we back to programming. We got this one needed to be 94. And also set up for the CC message, which is the control command, which is like stuff like control command is for parameters, program changes for presets. Change this to fork chain and a toggle. And now, bam, it should be programmed there. Now you see it's turning on and off. See, that's the Leslie. This one I'm actually going to change. I'm going to change this to the, what is it? The hold modifier. No, yeah, the hold modifier is 118. It's CC message 118. So we're just going to come in here, CC message 14. We're going to change. We're going to take out the program change and just leave the CC message for 18. And that way, when we're on any of these patches and we want to hold, this should be holding. Let me check my manual again. What's going on, folks? Appreciate all y'all chiming in. So yeah, I'm literally just programming this board for MIDI, and we're just on the Mercury X so far. Let's see, put that to the side. Where is it? Where is the hold? Yeah, it should be 118. Oh, genius. I put it to 18. Genius. So now we just, wow. That's set. So now when we're on any of these patches, even when I'm on my preamp, right? So I'm just using the preamp for something. And I want to switch to Reverb, I don't have to switch like patches. I have this set up for just a normal type of reverb with the whole switch. And when I don't want it on, I just press it again. Goes off, on. Let me see why it's not toggling correctly. Let's put this on 0. Oh, no. This on anything. I think this correct. Oh, come on. It just be doing weird stuff. Like, yo, come on. I ain't do nothing but press the pedal. Let's see. This caught up on me, so this could just be free. Hate when this thing be just messing up. Alright, hopefully. It did it again. This is don't even get the MIDI captain. If you got it and you can send it back, send it back. I ain't even gonna mince words on that. Y'all know how I am about products. I'm sorry. I gave it a try. I liked it. I like what it's supposed to do. But if I gotta keep resetting stuff every time I'm programming a stupid thing, that is frustrating. And that is something that he should have fixed by now or not put it out. I don't know what else to tell you. This shouldn't be a problem all the time like this. And this is something that makes me really not like programming this MIDI captain. It's not none of the rest of the workflow. The rest of the workflow is all solid. It's just that joint. That joint's getting replaced. It's like once you can, if you can get it set up without it crashing every 2 seconds, you good. But apparently you can't. Let's see, where is it? Might as well leave this up because look like every 5 seconds I'm gonna have to run over here to it. Page 5. I don't even remember what switch that was. Oh, it's number 4 or 1 2 0 1 2 3. Then everything all weird. Like none of the text joints numbers line up with the pedals corresponding stuff. It's like they go 0 through 9 instead of like, it's labeled on the pedal 1 2 3 4 and then A B C D. So you just gotta know that the 1 is a 0, the 2 is a. Don't fool around with this thing. 1 2 3 4 should be this one. Especially not if you're in no hurry. Replace. Like, who got time for that? This has happened twice in the last 44 minutes while I'm programming one thing. Can't really sit it nowhere else because then it's just going to be pressing buttons. I'm gonna sit it over here. Eject. Like, can you imagine you going on the road with this drain to keep doing stuff like that? That would ruin your, set at times. If you have, because what I plan on doing is having lights and everything else triggered through Midi and other stuff. So the fact that happens is a no-go for me. And for real, the only way I think I could mitigate that, let me try and put a power supply on it. And that way maybe it won't clunk out, which is crazy. I got to try to get it to not clunk out. So let's put this on 0. Matter of fact, let's just go to this. Oh, come on. Oh, let's see, number, let me say 18, 118. This is really irritating. That should do it, I believe. Why is it not changing now? Oh, I still got it hooked to the computer. I'm lunching. It ain't gonna change like that. But yeah, this is some of the frustration that I don't really show y'all that happens. It's like, geez, I'm not doing anything wrong. It just keeps supremely irritating. Yeah, this should work. So I'm going to try to put it on a power supply in addition to the USB, and hopefully those two things together might make it more stable. Because it's like the power supply jacks are not super solid on these. I think that's where it keeps glitching at. When I move it or something, it do something weird, and then all right. And this is supposed to be fine to do, by the way. Running both same time. So hopefully, if one's unstable at the moment, the other one keeps it together. All right, so now that we've gotten that done, let's see, I think so. It's doing this weird thing where I gotta double tap it, turn it to 0. Let me see something. There we go. So now I can hold stuff if I want to. And I also have the expression pedal hooked up. makes it essentially an amazing freeze pedal as well. So if I want to do things like, it's now just going to hold that background while still giving me the reverb and everything in the background. You see, it's just holding it. That's crazy. That's the best, one of the best things I love about this pedal. Not only that, but I can, like I said, I got everything right there. Yeah, the only way I see making this thing stable is to run it off of the rechargeable batteries. That would be 2 AA rechargeable batteries. I got that. Yeah, let me charge these joints. Yeah, I'm gonna try that. I don't think it's the programming of it. I think it's the power supply plugs are like kind of loose. I think that's what's causing the problem. But yeah, so that's one page. All right, so now we'll do the excuse me, HX1. So that's the sound by itself, but we're gonna go to page 4 here. Page 4, we're gonna change that to channel 4, PC message 4, which is just the preset. And PC, we're gonna do 120 for this first one. And then we also need, what is this? Cancel this out down here. I do love the flexibility. If I can get this thing to be stable, it's not even stable when I'm using it, because it's never messed up when I'm just using it. It's always when I'm programming it. It does something weird like that, and I have to keep, fixing individual things here. So I'm hoping that really is a power supply issue, and if I'm by putting in the rechargeable batteries, maybe we can fix that. Yeah, we live, baby. Appreciate you stopping by. Feel free to ask questions, all that good stuff. All right, so we're going to take that and turn that ambient mix down. And we're going to set this to number 120. And we also need the bypass switch for the HX1. So PC message, CC control. And we got to come over here, go to the manual. This is literally how you program. I know it's a slow process, folks, but thank y'all for hanging in there with me about it. So, see where we at. HX1. Come down to the Midi chart. Bypass switch, where you at? Okay, CC1. We'll set this for a value of 0. Well, 120 because we want it to come on when we first press it. So, bam. Now we got the analog flanger. Without it. Turn it on there. I'm just gonna go ahead and assign this one to the flux switch, which is going to be CC number 2. Toggle. Bam. So now we should have some flux action. We should have some flux action. CC number 2. It's definitely number 4. 2. Let's set this to 0. Let's try that. Pink. Turn on the flux switch. Oh, it's not cutting on there. Come on, flux switch. There we go. So now this button is mapped to over here on the MIDI captain. So bam, you can see that. Just turn on and off there. And I'm turning effect on and off with the same button that selects the effect. Now I got to do that for the rest of them. So this is pretty much how I program it for each individual pedal, literally. So yeah, it's a little thing to it, you know. So now that's set up. Page 4 is set up. I can add more. I got a few extra slots here, 3 extra slots. I can add to the MIDI captain. Let me see if y'all can even see the MIDI captain anymore. Nope. Let me see. Try to make this so y'all can at least see what's going on. Wow, that's a little better. So now I can take that on, turn it on. Or you got the looper there. I think I might actually need a different command for the looper. Yep. So the command for the looper is going to be CC for overdub and record. Trying to think how I can set this up. I don't think I'm gonna do it that way. I think I'm gonna come over here and just make this the record and overdub and make this the play and stop. So let's come to, because I'm using that as a looper at times, even though I can use, you know, I have an actual looper. But if I'm just taking this board, then I don't have a looper. You see what I'm saying? I could use that as a looper. This would be 60. So 60, and we're going to do this at 120. So toggle, I'm guessing. So bam. Now if we hit that, should record. See, now turn red. It's overdub. Now we're going to come over here and we're going to program the stop and the start, and that should be CC. 61. Change this to 127. Toggle. And we're also going to change this color to green. Some sort of green here. You can also customize these colors. I mean, the thing that pisses me off about the MIDI cap is that little glitch in there. You know what I'm saying? It's not all the time. I actually really like the functionality of it and what I can do with it. Programming is a pain in the behind, but I mean, most stuff MIDI is going to be a pain in the behind because you got to go through the manuals and get the CC messages and everything else. So let me see. I want this to be some sort of green. I need green. There we go. Nice and green. So now when I press this, hold up now. What's up? Stupid thing. If I was see one. I literally did nothing. And now it's there again. Again. That is so annoying. It's like even when I tried to give it some redemption, it was like, nope, can't have that. Can't act right. Why would I act right? You're only trying to program something you need to make a living. It's killing me over here. But here we go once again. And come over here. Set this up once again. And all I'm literally doing is going back to my backup files, going to the geek setup for the geek mode, and then I'm just replacing the exact file for the exact foot switch that's acting up. And it's this one again. It's page 4. That's going to be 1. Just replace the file. Give it a sec. This is, I know, guys, it's not the funnest part of the experience. But all right, looks like we're ready. All right, eject. Take it from up here. Back down here. Oh, come on. This time I'm still in setup mode. Come on. Now we're back, trying to do the same thing we just did. Hopefully it goes better this time. CC61, 127, toggle, wow, should be a go. Well, we got it. Now bring it back up, record, play, record, overdub, stop. I guess that's stop. Let's play. So white is stop. Record, overdub. And how am I supposed to clear it? So this is the little stuff you be having to do. Full speed, half speed with the foot switch too. That's kind of cool. So you can do full speed, half speed. Not fooling with all that. So let's see. Switch here. We'll do something like. From the Midi controller as well. Mind you, we can go to page 1. We can take that extra reverb out. Straight preamp, compressor. I'm running parallel compression 10-to-1, op amp into parametric filter on there, or I can run it into my reverb patches. I can also, if I wanted to, take these and stop it there. I'm not even gonna program a clear and undo and all that switch. Well, oh, I got one more switch left. I might as well. So let's program. See that the spectrum just holding that reverb, right? Beautiful. So let's do. All right, let's set this to CC message 63. And like I said, the hard part about this thing, I actually have to go and back up this thing once I do all of these just to make sure it doesn't have any problems. So now when we're doing the loops, press play. Oh, that stopped. Oh, I just needed them. But I would have pressed record again, right? Okay. So when I do my overdubs, I just need to press the record button again. Don't press the play button again. I need to press the play button. Right? No. That's weird. I can undo that. Redo it with the same switch. And I can stop it. And all without touching the actual pedal. You know, pretty much expanding the capabilities of all my pedals to work together. Because through the Midi, I can also set a time clock for all of these pedals to sync up together while they're doing different things. Even while this is looping, I can have, you know, if I loop this in time, I can have that easily, you know what I'm saying, work out for me with the other pedals by setting them to sync to it. So, yeah. And you can easily just go from different effects from there. So, all right. So that's the HX1 page setup. Hopefully I have a better time going forward with this thing. I hate to have to keep stopping and doing that. That's irritating. But let's bring this up here. All right. So next up, we can do the Enzo X. Enzo X I got a pick 8. So let me just flip through some of these. See, 59. Yeah, that's going. Yeah, that's got it. That's going. Yeah, that's too funky not to go. I might actually have to have a secondary page of the Enzo X stuff. That's gotta go. I mean, what you want me to do? Let me just turn on this compression. Oh my goodness. 85. The other ones were a little bit more. See, let's get to the. Let's start 23. Oh, that's, see, all these are effects. So all of these need to go. So what I'll do is I have like a bunch of, what's going on, folks? Oh yeah, the Enzo X is always good for some crazy. Enzo X, Mercury X, and the HX1 all combined is just crazy. You know what I'm saying? You can do a whole movie with just that. Let me see. 1, 2, what are these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And a couple pads. All right, yeah, so let's do that. So what I'm going to do is, it's already on 3. We doing Enzo X, yep. So I'm going to put this, oh, it's already there. It's on 32. Did I already program this? It's 14, yeah. Did I already do the Enzo X? Oh, sweet. Oh, that's beautiful. I already did it. I think I'm going to go, instead of this one, I think I'm going to go with, let's go 59. Let's put that up here. This one is pretty useful. Yeah, that's the, and the rest of this stuff is stuff that affects other things. Say I wanted to, let's put this. Hmm. It's using that ring modulator attached to, what is that? What I got that linked to? I got the link to the envelope of the sound. So basically, it triggers the frequency sweep, and the mix is attached to the whole. Don't seem like much till you start running it through. What just happened? Oh. Got it set up for envelope filter. Without it. With it. Chorus. Flanger. Phaser. Now, but I also have access to what just happened? What I press? Press something. So now I got access to all that stuff on here. And like I said, my main issue with this MIDI captain is that it does that little glitch thing where it just kind of goes out. Thank you. I appreciate you, William, for subscribing. Definitely appreciate it. But, you know, once you can get it past that, it's a decent unit. It just has some issues. I'm still not recommending it for that because most people are not going to be able to fix it or figure that out. And I had to do a lot of research to figure out how to fix that on the fly like that so fast. So that is not impressing me. Feel free to hit that Cash App, Super Chat, all that good stuff. All right, so on to page 2. Now we're going to pick out some sounds from the Future Impact. So first off, let's go here. Bam. First up, we're going to put our flashlight sound in there. So MIDI channel 2, PC message for program change. Program change 34. And we're going to change this to nothing. Bam. Oh, I know what else we need. I need the on and off for the Future Impact. So just pull out the manual. Future Impact, where are you at? I know it's in here. There it is, Future Impact. Let's add this to the drive. So the biggest thing is just giving some patience to yourself, or having some patience to learn this stuff. Like I said, it's not too complicated. You just have to learn how to use a unit. With the MIDI captain, it can be a little frustrating because you will have to, if it glitches like that with you, you're going to have to go and get that GE key, whatever number lines up with these, and replace it on the unit. And then that way, when you press the button, it won't keep going to that black screen with the white writing on it. So we need a CC message here. See, we got to get to the MIDI. See, where is it? '81. It's literally what you be doing, trying to set up this stuff. Oh, it's fun. Just set up MIDI. Woo-doo-doo-doo. Yeah, all right. Okay, so that's going to be message 69. So that's important. CC number 69 on/off. What is this? Future Impact. So that means I come over here, set this to 69, and it should toggle in addition to switching the patch, it should toggle it on and off. But we want it to come on first. Then, bam. Let's see. So if it should change from 97 to 34. There we go. So I should be able to turn it off. Yep. See, turned off. Turn it on. Turn it off. So there you go with that. Now, come over to the rest of them. We're just pretty much going to do the same thing. Just repeat that process. No, MIDI is easy. It is easy. The hard part is learning what you're doing with it. Like if you don't know what you're doing, it's like rocket science, you know, it's like anything else. But if you know what you're doing, like for me, I just understand the flow of things. So in terms of the cabling, you're just going into you're having whatever your controller is. So if I wanted to, say I wanted to string this keyboard through all of these, like say all these were different keyboard modules or something. I wanted to be able to play individually each module. I could have them set to different MIDI channels, and then I just daisy chain. Doesn't matter the order. MIDI doesn't matter, doesn't care about the order. So you just go in, come out of this board, go into the MIDI end of the Mercury X, out of there to the HX1, and so forth and so on. Daisy chain them all together, then set them individual channels, whatever your controller is. If you want to control that particular thing, you set it to that channel. And it's the same way with these MIDI controllers. You, like the MIDI captain. So for each foot switch, I can have up to 6 commands on the down push, and on the release of it, I can have another 6 commands. So I can have up to 12 different commands happening from just pressing and releasing the foot switch. So in that sense, it makes your life so much easier, because when I have my presets set up, now I'm able to change 5 pedals at once, you know, all my MIDI pedals at once, instead with the push of one foot switch. Matter of fact, I'll do one of those next, just so I make sure make sure y'all get to see how that kind of works as well. So, bam, it should be on 2. Let's put this on 35. Also had to waste some time here. You know, it's not normal to have to do that to, you know, reprogram stuff all the time like that, or fix a glitch all the time. That's not normal for any situation. So, see, now it changed to 35, and turns it on, so forth and so on. So let's go over to, I guess I'll give it a couple pages for the Enzo X at the end there. Come to page 8. Page 8 is going to be where I'll probably start making presets. So, So say I had like all this stuff on different stuff, right? Which one doesn't matter. Just want it to be on something different so you can see it all change, including this. So I'm going to give one command per unit. It's not going to make sense like in terms of the sound per se, but I'm just going to change everything at once. So this is where we at right now. So I'm just going to create one preset where it's something else. All right, okay. So we'll start with channel 1. Right now, it's on 70s program, change number 76. We're going to change it to 1 on here. Program change. We're going to change that to 0. Well, we'll change it to 1. We want that to go to 1. We're going to set up channel 2 for a PC message. Program change 22. channel 3. We're going to change that to program change. Mind you, you can do this with parameters as well. So all the different parameters, you can change stuff as well. So, bam, 3. Here's 4. PC message. Change that to 43. And I'm just throwing random numbers in there just so you can see everything change at once. Kind of make it really obvious. All right, and we'll change that to there. And then I'm going to literally, so then I'm going to come down here and I'm going to have everything change again on the release. So when I press it, everything's going to be one thing, and when I press it again, it'll be another. I mean, when I release it, it'll be something else. And this is just purely for example. Like I said, I'm not specifically at this moment putting together a patch. I'm just demonstrating the power of it once you do have it set up. I know it takes a while, but it's worth it when you get on stage and your life is so much easier. And number 5, we're going to change that to something else. All right. So we got everything set up, ready to go now. And we still, even after sending messages to all 5 of these pedals on the press, and then another set on the release, another set of program changes on the release, then I still got another parameter I can add on the press and on the release. So I still got 2 more parameters I can control if I wanted to. But all right, here we go. So we locked that in. So now you see where everything is. You see that's 66 now. This is on 80. This is on dynamic plate. This is 32. This is on 10. So I press this, bam, all that changed. I press it once, release it. Look at everything changing. I hope that's visible for you guys. But change, release, it's changing. And that's me sending literally messages to all of those different pedals. Let me scoot this over a little bit. You guys see a little better. Like that. Press. You see everything change, all 5 pedals. The Hog 2, this is the Hog 2 memory bank. Future Impact, Enzo X, HX1, and the Mercury X. They all change at once. That's on the press and release. So little stuff like that can make your life so much better as a musician. You mean to tell me I can literally just press down, hold this, let it go, and have a whole different thing. Let me change the Enzo X there to something that actually is playable. Oh, unless, what? Oh, that would be why. All right. See if I press it. Come on, what's going on there? Is that sound on? Oh, I know what the problem is. Like I said, it's this one. It's the first one. Hopefully this is a better one. So theoretically, if I wanted to, on this release, I could have two different pads there. Let me find a pad on here. I'm guessing all wrong on this joint. So we change it to 59. Bam. So now when I press it, it'll be this sound. When I release it, there's a different sound. And that's literally changing all the pedals, like including the future impact. So change that. Oh. So, yeah, you get the point. But yeah, essentially something like a MIDI captain, if it functioning properly when you're setting it up. The setting it up is the hard part. Like I said, during the show, it's a breeze to use. I do find it reliable during the shows. It's just during the setup, that glitch that makes that, the key go out sometimes. It's very irritating. So I would say, definitely maybe spend a little bit more, get something else, or get a MIDI captain, learn MIDI, figure out how to do different things. You know how to fix the little glitch, so it's not that bad. But, use that to kind of get you started, then go from there. But yeah, so MIDI is a trip, man. It's very useful, but it can be a pain in the behind to set up, or not even a pain, just take some time. One of the things I'm going to do is have I could add like a on and off, like have it like toggle between on and off between these two, and then have it opposite. You can have it do that too. So if I wanted this to toggle on and off, or this to toggle on and off, I would just go in here, say I don't want to change their sound. I just want to be able to turn them on and off. I'm going to put this on 69, and I'm going to put it on 0, toggle. Then I'm going to come up to, let's see, number 3 is 14. This should be 14. And it's just good to maybe make a little sheet like this. Well, I got all my presets I wanted to program already ready to go, so I don't have to sit there playing through everything, and then having like little CC messages that you want to program in here as well right there. So then we come over to 2, CC message 69, and put this one on 127. So it'll be the opposite of the other one, and toggle. Now, let's see. See, now they're alternating. So, let me see. Okay. So, right now that's 3. And then 2. Change that sound. As long as I'm changing my MIDI channel here and toggling there, I'll be able to go between the two. And even on the third, you know, really it's on the third press is lining them both, is turning them both on. So first time turns them off, both off. Well, actually it's 4 different strikes there, so that's the first press, turns on the Enzo X. Second press turns on the Future Impact. And then the fourth one has them both on. So that's some pretty flexible stuff there. That's why I went with the MIDI Captain in general. You know, it's not a whole lot of information on it. It's if I could find a way, I might just, I don't know, maybe I'll try to find a way to stabilize that power a little bit more with the rechargeable batteries. But yeah, I definitely don't like the fact that it has that little glitch. And I'm thinking it might be when you move the unit, you know what I'm saying? Because these ports aren't exactly super stable, you know, compared to other ports on other things. So, you know, but yeah, if you can get past that, the MIDI Captain is not bad. You know, I have it and I've been using it, and I haven't. It just has that little irritating thing I just know how to fix. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully they can fix that in the firmware update, or you know, I can find a way to stabilize these power things or something maybe. But all right, guys, thanks for hanging out with me. I definitely appreciate you. You know, it's been fun. But this has been another episode of All Bass Creations, Effects, Tutorials, Demos, and Review. I am the Bass Negus. Hopefully you catch me another time. I know I didn't play no bass today. But, you know, when you're setting up MIDI, the bass just kind of gets in the way. I ain't going to lie to you. Let me see something. Yeah, it's very similar to that. You know, having a multi-effects pedal. It pretty much makes your pedal board a multi-effects pedal. That's how I use MIDI. Yeah, I mean, that is true. You know, you can definitely have each command toggle, you know what I'm saying, or toggle between 2 different parameters. Say you wanted, you know, it's like you moving the frequency knob on a synth when you're doing it, essentially. So yeah, you can have a ton of different options. But I'll see you next time. I'll holler at y'all. Peace.